Hello everyone! Happy Monday! I wanted to show you guys another really fun project that I created using the Holiday Sparkle card kit. Only we didn't make a card today. We are making something a little bit different that'll still work perfectly for some of your holiday gift giving this year. If you guys did not know, you probably saw me post a lot of videos last month during the campaign in October 2018 when the Holiday Sparkle Kit debuted. We do have a few kits left in the warehouse, so they have made them available to order once again. So they're going to keep those up on our websites until the supply is completely exhausted. So you guys still have time to grab it. If you want to see like a plethora of ideas that I created videos on last month, you guys are welcome to just hop right up to the business. You're right here on the business page, of course, but then go to the videos tab and you'll be able to see tons of videos that I created using the Holiday Sparkle Kit. So here's one that I just had next to my camera that we used the iris paper piecing technique that I have been giving out that template for you guys that you can grab. But there's just lots of techniques, lots of really fun stuff that we've done. Here, of course, it's got a shaker element on top of that iris paper piecing, but a lot of really fun techniques. I tell you, it seems like every video that I did last month had a really fun technique. And so I think that the feedback that I got, you guys learned maybe some things that you didn't know before, and that just blessed my heart that it was helpful for you guys. So just like a really quick rundown, the Holiday Sparkle Kit, they're 5x7 cards. You're going to be able to create 12 of them with the kit. And so they're pre-printed for you. So really you guys are not going to need any machines. You're not going to need any tools or anything like that. You're probably, to the best of my knowledge, if I remember correctly, you're not even going to need scissors. You'll just need a little bit of adhesive, and that's pretty much all you need to have. So you're going to be able to create 12 of the shaker cards with these really fun, as I mentioned, this is a jazzed up one, but they are so fun. Could you guys imagine getting a card like this with that little shaker element there? It just, I don't know, to me, it just feels like a piece of art instead of a greeting card. But they are super, super darling cute, and they're so easy, you're not even going to believe it. But you're going to be able to create 12 of the 5x7 cards with your kit. It's going to come with enough of the shaker window foam and the acetate windows to create shaker elements on all 12 cards. You've got your loose sequins here, all of your pre-printed card bases, and you guys are going to be able to create 6 each of the 2 separate designs, okay? You're also going to get the sheets of the punch-out die cuts. So as I mentioned, you guys are not going to need any machines to cut any of this stuff out for you, and you're not going to need scissors to fussy cut it. It's just, these are just die cuts, so they just punch right out of the page. So you're going to have all of the stickers and the die cuts that you need. You've got the adhesive backed frames, and they've even thought so far as down to give you the really fun sealed with love and the kindly deliver 2 stickers for your envelopes. So they've really thought of everything on this card kit. It is at a great discount, great discounted price. But what I want to show you guys today, what has me really excited, is we're going to do something totally different. We're not going to make a card. We're going to create this really cute, I call it a paper bag pocket. I have been making these for many years. I learned how to create them years ago from, back in 2011 from a fellow consultant. Her name was Erin Brown. And she first showed me how to do this, and I have made them several times since then, and I think this looks super stinking cute. And I don't know about you guys, but this green to me kind of like has the feel of the Grinch green to me. I don't know if I'm the only one that thinks that, but I think it's darling cute and quite appropriate for the season. So I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to create this. I'm going to give you some measurements first so that you guys are able to take your Holiday Sparkle card and you can kind of dissect it. Now we use the green one. This is the one that's pre-printed that says, "May your days be merry and bright." And I'm going to give you, let me get my little notes here, and I'm going to give you guys some directions or some measurements so that you guys can create these as well if you would like. Now, I just used, for my paper bags, you guys, of course, could go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's and get the really high-quality craft bags if you would like. However, I don't do that. I really just I like the look and the feel, almost a vintage-ish kind of feel with the old brown paper bags that you just go to your grocery store and get them in the aisle with the like the tin foil and the saran wrap, that kind of thing. So I got a bag of 50 of these and they were less than $2, and I've still been using the same package for a long time. But I just love the feel of them, and how the edges are a little bit jaggedy. I personally like that. If you guys would rather have, oh good, my phone's freezing up on me again. Perfect. If y'all can still hear me and see me moving right at this very minute, can you guys tell me, and I will keep going, even though my screen is totally frozen because my phone is stupid and it hates me. Oh my gosh. I swear to goodness, you guys. I try to get my internet fixed and then my phone is being stupid. Oh my goodness. Anybody there? Listen here, phone. Oh, you're killing me. Okay, I got a like, which means you guys can see something or hear something. Okay, so even though I can't see my screen, I'm going to keep going. So I just use the plain ratty old paper bags. If you guys would rather have, am I still, hopefully I'm unfroze now, Charisse. I hope. If you guys would rather have more of a really crisp and pretty edge up here, you might want to go to Hobby Lobby and get the high quality craft bags. However, I just like these old crumpled ones from the grocery store. So, we are going to, you guys, depending on the brand of bags that you get, you may even run into something that's a different size. I will tell you that this bag that I am working with is approximately 5 1/4 inches wide and 11 inches tall. Okay, so 5 1/4 by 11. So that is, of course, going to reflect the measurements in your paper, but that's what we're working with today. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So what I've actually done is I've taken the green holiday sparkle card, and I've cut it right down the middle with my paper trimmer. And so this is kind of what we're looking at. I have the back here where you guys can see I've already punched out the tag that we're going to use today, and I'll give you a peek of what I'm going to show you guys in another video, is this really cute gift tin. These are just tins that I got at the Dollar Tree, 2 for $1. And I created some really fun, this is like a 3-dimensional snowflake up here with some glitter, and it's just super darling cute. But I used this circle that's right here that's cut out. That is where this green circle came from. So now you guys are kind of like caught up to speed about what I'm doing with all of this green stuff here. So we used this circle on another project, but I used one of the tags from the Fancy Tags thin cut set, and I just ran it through my Cuttlebug and I punched out, so I have my green tag right here ready to go. Okay, and so then the front of my card, set this aside, the front of my card, we've just basically cut this into 2 pieces. Okay, so I cut right at the bottom of the blue circle, so we have room to stick this underneath our card, and approximately, this is about 3 1/8 inch. Okay, this is really nothing that you guys need to like worry too awfully much about, because we're just going to fold the bag according to how tall you cut this. You just, of course, want to be able to read your sentiment, may your days be merry and bright. So 3 inches, 3 1/8 inch, whatever you want to do, cut that sucker in half, and then we've just left the top half, and that's what's going to go in the inside of our pocket there. Now there is one additional piece, and if you guys obviously you probably already noticed, but the Oh What Fun paper collection in our idea book matches so splendid with this holiday sparkle card kit. So what I did is I just took a piece of the raspberry and the pixie polka dotted B&T paper from the Oh What Fun paper pack, and this is 1 inch by 5 inches. Okay, so your piece that goes here across the little flap here is 1 inches by 5 inches. Now, I did secure it with a zip strip from the Oh What Fun paper collection. We're not going to do that today because I found another way around it that actually is going to be even a little bit more sturdy as far as holding it together. Because, as I showed you guys in the first of the video, this is actually holds a very wide item. So you guys could think of, like, you could throw some, like a Ziploc bag of homemade Christmas cookies in here. This is just a Scentsy melt. But think of the fun things you could stick in there for loved ones, you know, coworkers or teachers at school or something like that. You could put little bottles of lotion or just whatever you guys wanted to give for a really quick, fairly inexpensive little gift for the holidays or for any occasion by itself. So We are also going to use one of the kindly deliver to stickers. Now remember, these are the stickers that go on at the outside of the envelopes for the Holiday Sparkle. And we have them left over, of course, because we're not creating a card out of this. We're using it for the other project. So I wanted to incorporate one of those as well. So we're just going to go right ahead and get busy. I'm going to go ahead and get started. You guys, this is going to be like the magic tool for the day, the bone folder. You need a bone folder, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to leave the yucky side here facing us because we're actually going to cover it up. So you're leaving the pretty side on the back, and that's the side that people will see when they're actually holding the little pocket. So you're just going to take the bottom here and bring it all the way up to the top, okay? So you're just basically folding it in half. You need your bone folder to give it a really, really good crease. That really is the name of the game. So we're just gonna go right ahead and got our adhesive. Put adhesive on the back of your May the Days Be Merry and Bright piece. And we're going to place him all the way down to the bottom. Now, I do like to have a little bit of a border. I mean, like, really, y'all know this. I love to have borders and frames around everything. So we are going to go right ahead and leave about 1/8 of an inch around the bottom and the outsides, okay? Because remember, this bag is 5 1/4 inches wide, and my card is 5 inches wide. So that leaves a perfect 1/8 inch border, and I like it to be symmetrical. So, of course, wanted to leave an 1/8 inch border down here on the bottom as well. So before we fold our flap over, I am, of course, you guys knew this was happening. Don't even act surprised. You know I'm majorly addicted to this little pin here. So we're just adding a few doodles. Okay, so now we are just going to, we're going to fold the flap over. And so this is why I say you don't have to think too awfully hard about this portion, because we're really just folding the flap down based on however it is. Levon, thank you. I'm so glad that you tuned in. I think it is going to be another cute gift idea. You guys requested those last month, and so I really am happy to just continue to try to come up with more things to share with you. So I feel blessed that you appreciate it. So thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. So we're going to go right ahead, and we're just folding the flap down based on how tall you cut your May the Days Be Merry and Bright piece, okay? So just fold it down with your fingers, and of course you want your sentiment to show. So fold it down with your fingers, and then we are, of course, going to bone folder that baby, okay? So we have this down, and I am going to, like, y'all know the drill, right? Little bit of doodling around this pink strip here. Oh my gosh, I love stinking love the pink. This is probably my favorite pattern. Or, okay, I don't know if it's my favorite pattern. It's the pattern that I've used the most, I think, when I'm making projects out of that entire paper collection. I love the dots. Love, love, love the dots. So while we're doing this, I'm going to go right ahead and run around this one as well. And if you guys want to be like super frugal with your card kit, you could cut off this bottom portion here and use it for something else. You probably even could cut out the blue circle here if you wanted to use it for something else, because very little of this piece is actually going to show. See, we're just going to just a little tiny bit over an inch, maybe just right at an inch that you're actually going to see right here up top. So you, of course, if you wanted to use this for something else, you absolutely could. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and add a little bit of adhesive to the back of our, oh, I'm glad that you like it, Audra. Thank you. Thank you guys. Now you're addicted to the doodling. I'm so glad. See, you guys, I'm converting people one at a time. One at a time! Okay, so we are adding down the back here. And again, I'm still keeping with that 1/8 inch border because that's just how I roll. I don't know. I love it. I have to have borders and frames around everything. So we're just adding it down. Now what we're going to do is, you guys remember my video that I showed you how crazy easy it was to color your staples, okay? Remember, you guys see a lot of my videos where we color sequins and we color the bling gems and that type of thing with our alcohol markers. But my friend Linda, one of my team members, actually said one day, Susan, didn't you know that you guys could color your staples too? And I thought, no, I had no idea. Oh my word, it works awesome. So the third of my craft jars You guys have seen this many times when I grab the loose sequins. We can buy these little really heavy duty plastic craft jars that will stack on top of each other. And you can get 3 of them in a set. So I have both of my colors of my sequins in 2 of them. And then my third one, I just keep my colored staples in there now. And so they're perfect because I can see what color they are. I have a place where I can get to them because I was afraid if you stick them back inside the little box that the staples actually came in, I fear that the more you handle them, the more chances are that your little rows are going to start breaking apart, and then it's going to be really difficult to use them. So this to me is the best way to store them so that I'm kind of not bothering them and I'm not breaking them. So it looks like I probably already have my hot pink staples in my gun, probably from doing this this project the other day, but I'm gonna double check. Okay, yeah, see, look right there. Look how metallic that is. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, just the cherry pink alcohol marker did that, and it happened in like 2 seconds. So you guys can see really how quick and easy it is by looking at that video right here in the business page. So I'm just sliding these hot pink sequins back into my stapler, and they go, there's no trouble at all to change them out, you guys. I change them out very often now, so don't even worry about that at all. So what we're going to do is we want to give this, we want to reinforce this adhesive here so that we can fit something really big and bulky down inside it. So we're just going to use a little bit of adhesive on the sides to just kind of seal it up down here near the bottom, but really the staple is going to provide the majority of the reinforcement, okay? So we're just going to push that down, then we're going to flip it over, and you're going to go ahead and keep it all flattened together, okay? So flatten down your little flap here, unless you want your flap to be flying around, but I don't. I don't want to be able to see this part here, so I'm stapling my flap down as well. And don't worry that we're going to have a yucky staple showing, because we're actually going to staple it backwards, and then we'll cover up the ugly part with this little piece of paper on the front, okay? So we're going to flip it over. And the way that we're going to staple it, we are actually going to have the pretty part of the staple, the top pink, of course, showing on the back, and then the yucky part of the staple we're going to cover up with the paper, okay? So we have the pretty part on the back, then I'm going to move it over to the edge where my paper is going to cover it. So again, I'm about 1/8 of an inch from the very edge because I want that pink cardstock, that pink polka dot piece to cover it. So we have the ugly part here that we're going to cover up, and we have the pretty pink part. Look at that. Look at that pretty pink metallic staple. Like, you'd swear you paid $100 for those fancy schmancy staples, right? No one would ever even know they were homemade. Ha ha ha. Okay, so one more time, we are just stapling here, and that staple is what's going to give this a really good reinforcement where you guys will be able to stick something kind of like hefty down inside there, okay? So now, just a little bit of adhesive on our little pink polka dotted part here. And I do hope that my staples are not too far over that I can't cover them up. Okay, yes, they're going to work fine. So we're just adding this here on top. So it covered up all of our trouble spots, and you can still see that fun little jaggedy, rustic-ish edge here. Good morning, Chris. Hey, Janine. Thanks for hopping in, guys. So that covers it up really perfectly. So you have a really pleasing edge here on the front with nothing showing, and you have a pleasing edge on the back with nothing showing. So you don't have like a gnarled up backside of a staple showing. You just have these really fun metallic pink staples. I love it. I know, I'm so easily entertained, you guys. I can't even help it. I can't help it. Okay, so we did not have to use the zip strip. If you guys want to use a zip strip just for decoration, you're welcome to do that, but we kind of just omitted it because it wasn't necessary. So now we're going to, we're like almost near the end, you guys. We're going to, of course, add some doodles to the tag here. And again, to me, this like just kind of reminds me of like Grinch green. I'm not really a Grinch fan. I haven't watched any of the movies or anything like that. Not that I don't like it or anything. I just haven't taken time to watch any of the movies. But seeing like the pictures flying around on the internet and there's like the clothes and stuff in the store, this kind of reminds me of the Grinch green. So we're just doodling on the outside. And I always like to doodle in such a way that I don't have to pick my pen up unless I purposely pick my pen up. So, because when I do that, when I try to change direction and stuff like that, my pen usually shakes and then I get a little wobble in my doodle and all of that. So this just easier for me to try to use as many straight lines as possible. So we're just finishing this up. Okay, so then just a teeny tiny bit, like guys, this is probably going to be one of the fastest projects we've ever created. It is just darn cute, right? I must watch it. Is it a good movie, Chris? Like, is it cartoonish, or is the one that just came out, that's more like an animated, right? I don't, like, I don't really watch TV or anything, so I just kind of catch bits and pieces online. Am I right? Is this green kind of close to Grinch green, or is it, way different? If I was super creative, or if I was like Jenny and her mad doodling skills, I could maybe like draw a Grinch face on this cool little green tag here, but I didn't dare try that because I'm like clearly not that artistic. Yes, it is. Okay, perfect. Okay, well maybe we will have to see it. Mom had offered to take Cody after church yesterday to it, and he didn't really want to go, so yeah, so I don't even have him to tell me what's going on. We did grab the raspberry baker's twine, guys, and I kind of, as I've shared with you before, I don't really like, oh, I have another one voting, I need to watch it. Okay, guys, that might be a date night movie then. Will it drive my husband crazy? It's not like Titanic, is it? We watched Titanic 20 years ago, and he still complains about it. And that was before we got married and decided we maybe didn't like each other. But I kind of don't like my twine to have creases in it. So I usually take my bone folder and I just, I put it in between my thumb and my bone folder, and it'll get if you run it a couple times, it's going to get all of the creases out, and that makes it much prettier for me to play with. A happy ending. Okay, good. That's the best kind. At least, they didn't let anybody drown because they wouldn't let them up on the door, right? Ha ha ha. Okay, so I've just taken 3 little strips of the raspberry baker's twine, and we're just going to push it through the little tag hole here. And if I can find the middle of this mess of twine, we're just going to pull the ends here. Okay. And we will cut them off. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is like almost ready to go. Almost completely done. Yay! So I don't know where all y'all are, but we are in Missouri, and we got a crazy stinking heckload of snow. It would not surprise me if there's at least 5 inches out there right now. I don't think everybody got 5 inches. I think I have some drifts going on outside my window, but it is crazy how much snow we got. It's going to be perfect for sledding because it's not crazy cold yet. It's just supposed to get crazy cold tonight. So it's going to be a ton of fun. Ton of fun. They actually let out school early today. Randy went and got Cody so he didn't have to ride the bus, and he's been home making a birthday card today for, you guys know that he has autism, so he has a para at school, and her birthday is this week, and so she's the one that I made the Christmas ornaments for the other day that I showed you guys in the video, and I have to show you. He's not in here and he can't hear me. I have to show you the card that he made. It was pretty messy. It took me a while to clean it up, but this is a sneak peek at the December stamp of the month. Ha ha ha. But Codeman had a good time creating this card. It did get a little bit, it was pretty messy. It was pretty messy. I let him do his own thing. I told him he could pick out his own stamp sets. He could pick out his own colors. He could pick out his own embellishments. And he did a lot of everything. And I tried to help him not get the ink on the blocks. As you guys can see, all of the ink edges on the blocks. But, he just kind of did his own thing. So it was a little bit crazy. But he just, yeah, he will totally be happy to give it to her. And she will love it, I'm sure. But, is just a reminder of what you do when you turn your children loose with your craft supplies. It just made me giggle and blessed my heart at the same time. So just had to show you guys that. So I'm just 70s in California. Oh my good heavens. And sunny in New Zealand. Of course, because y'all are getting ready to go into my favorite time of my favorite season, of course. He did a good job, guys, for a kiddo. Code doesn't usually play with my stamps, but he did a good job. He was a good sport too. And like I said, I let him pick everything. I didn't help him at all. Okay, so now we're just going to use the kindly deliver to sentiment, and I'm just adding in a few of the leftovers from all of my shaker windows. So you guys know that whenever you create these shaker cards in the Holiday Sparkle Kit, you're going to end up with a ton of these because you guys just use the outside outside circle of the foam. So you're going to have all of these extras in here, and you can use all of these foam squares on other projects. And I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. I put another group into my one of my embellishment drawers. I have a stack that's like a good 6 inches tall of these circles that have all these foam tape, the foam tape extras in there. I'm not going to have to buy foam tape for the rest of my life, I think. I'm very excited about that too, by the way, because that's more money I can spend on fun things instead of buying adhesive, which is kind of boring. So always feel good about that. Always, always. So when you guys get your holiday sparkle kit and you create your shaker windows, you're going to have a lot of foam squares left over that you can use on other projects. So it's like your craft purchase made you money, guys. Think of it that way. Ha ha ha. Okay, so we're just going to crooked him there just a wee little bit. Now we're just going to add just a few of the loose silver sequins, and we will be done. You know, guys, this would be a much quicker project if I would quit running my mouth and just work on what I'm working on, right? But then it would be quiet and maybe a little bit not so funny for you guys to listen to me ramble on. So, ha ha ha. Okay, so we're grabbing out just a few of the sequins, and you guys know these are given to us as loose sequins for the shaker windows, but they're so super easy to add adhesive to the back of them. I just, you can pick them up with your fingers or your piercing tool or your tweezers. If you don't have craft tweezers, go get you a pair of tweezers out of the bathroom. I promise you it will work. But you're just picking them up. And that is another reason why the craft containers are so great, because you guys are not, you know, these usually come, let me see the picture of that. As you can see in the big bag here that I showed you earlier, they come in a little bag here, like a little tiny Ziploc bag, which is great for storing them. But if you guys really want to get in and be able to dig in and grab, you know, be picky about which ones you want to use, if you're adding the adhesive to the back of them, then this is a really great idea. So you might even consider, if you guys grab the Holiday Sparkle Kit, you might even consider grabbing a package of the 3 packs of the little craft boxes, and you will really, I think you'll really enjoy storing them that way. You know, it's, again, I go back to what I tell you guys often, is that your tools, and when I say tools, I mean supplies that you're not going to use up with every project. You know, like your consumables are your paper and your embellishments and that kind of thing. Your tools are things that you're going to purchase and be able to use to make your creative experience more enjoyable throughout. So things like, you know, the little craft boxes or the tools, meaning like the piercing tool and the bone folder and stuff like that. I feel like, in my opinion, that those kinds of things can really make your craft experience even more enjoyable. So that is just kind of my little, you guys know I'm like crazy super frugal, but I also feel like I want my experience to be a fun one, and I love to see my money stretch along, my investment stretch a long way. And so, pardon me, and so a lot of the tools kind of help you do that. So guys, look at this, we are totally done. Oh my gosh, isn't that stinking cute? Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Okay, maybe I'm the only one that thinks it's cute, but that green looks perfect with that hot pink. Oh my gosh, 27 degrees in South Dakota. Oh my gosh, you guys can keep it. We are, we're under freezing right now, and it's dropping, and the weatherman is saying it's supposed to get down to 11 tonight. So it is going to get chilly, and the puppies are going to really be cold, but we're hopefully going to enjoy the snow for a few minutes before it gets ridiculous cold. So anyway, anybody that's watching tonight, make sure if you guys are part of the October stamp of the month that we did last month, remember virtual classes tonight. We have a lot of giveaways, a lot of fun fellowships. So if you guys are not a part of the event, check your email, follow that link. So anyway, this is what I have today for you guys. And I think we might even squeeze in another video today as well. But for now, this is what we got. And look at that. Isn't that stinking cute? You guys could fit like crazy fun stuff in there. Crazy fun stuff. So just another way to use your holiday sparkle kit. And I hope that you enjoy it. And I will see you guys later.